Britani Bateman's love life has officially become the most unpredictable storyline in Real Housewives of Salt Lake City history. And that says a lot. One minute, she and Jared Osmond are planning a future together, and the next minute, Britani is posting another dramatic "we're done" announcement like it's a limited-time Bravo special. The Salt Lake ladies can't keep up. And honestly, who can? But everything hit a whole new level of chaos during the yacht trip crossover with Below Deck Down Under. And trust me, this is where things get wild. Before the trip, Jared gifted Britani something surprisingly sentimental, a stuffed unicorn named Uni. Cute enough. But Uni wasn't just a plush toy. Inside were recorded love messages from Jared, meant to keep Britani company while she was away. Sweet? Until Salt Lake mischief took over. Bronwyn Newport had already reached her limit with Britani's constant updates about Jared. So she teamed up with Meredith Marks to pull a prank. Their plan? Kidnap Uni and toss him overboard into the ocean, like a dramatic Bravo sacrifice. Yes, they actually threw the unicorn into the water. Uni splashed into the waves, bobbing like a tiny doomed lifeboat. But plot twist. A yacht crew member spotted Uni floating, rescued him, and returned the soaked unicorn to a shocked Britani. Honestly, Uni has now survived more drama than half the housewives. Before we go any deeper, if you love Bravo chaos, messy breakups, and unexpected crossovers, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. You won't want to miss what comes next. Because this roller coaster is about to go off the rails. On December 2nd, Britani appeared on The John Hill Show on SiriusXM, and obviously, John brought up Jared, because when Britani sits down for an interview, that man's name travels right in with her. The moment John said Jared, Britani lit up like the Salt Lake Christmas lights. She sighed and said, "A total angel." John looked at her like, "The same Jared we saw on TV, are you sure?" But Britani doubled down. "Don't let the show fool you. He is an angel to me." John wasn't convinced, but Brit kept going. "You'll have to meet him in person." Eventually, John agreed to give Jared a fair shot. Then came Britani's signature Housewives justification speech. On a show like this, you only see a slice, and they always choose the diciest, most dramatic slice. She's not wrong, but that slice included Jared calling her unstable on national TV. Britani admitted he's apologized for that profusely. He said it was such a jerky thing to say. And then she dropped the update everyone had been waiting for. "We've been broken up since that episode." But then came the line that revealed everything. "I have a tendency to give people way more chances than they deserve. It took me 8 months of him proving to me that he was worthy and ready and fully committed." 8 months. And that's the real pattern here. Because Britani and Jared, they're not just on again, off again. They're trapped in an emotional loop. A Bravo Bermuda Triangle where breakups don't stick and feelings don't fade. The Salt Lake ladies are tired. Behind the scenes, they've said they can't take another Jared update. One minute, Britani swears she's done forever, and the next she's glowing, saying he's changed. So, when she called him an angel on air, you know some housewives rolled their eyes so hard they nearly saw the back of their heads. Because, let's be honest, angel behavior does not include calling your girlfriend unstable, breaking up on camera, and then sending love messages through a stuffed unicorn like it's a long-distance apology tour. But Britani doesn't see Jared the way the audience sees him. She sees him off camera. She sees the version not shaped by confessionals and dramatic edits. She sees potential. She sees hope. She sees love. And that's why this story is nowhere near over. Because even though Britani insists the breakup is real, they're still texting, still talking, still holding on. This isn't closure. This is a commercial break. And when it comes to Britani and Jared, history tells us one thing. A reconciliation comes faster than a reunion episode spoiler. And trust me, what's coming next might be the messiest chapter yet. But here's where things take a turn that even the producers didn't see coming. Because while Britani is out here defending Jared, praising him, and explaining their breakup like it's a college thesis, Jared himself has been sending mixed signals behind the scenes. And these signals, they're confusing everyone, especially Britani. According to multiple insiders, Jared has been checking in, sending late-night texts, heart emojis, and the classic "just thinking about you" messages that every on-again, off-again relationship survivor knows all too well. The kind of messages that reopen old wounds and old hopes. So while Britani is telling the world they're broken up, Jared is out here planting seeds that say otherwise. And that's exactly why Britani can't fully let go. Because Britani isn't just reacting to what happened on camera. She's reacting to the history, the memories, the version of Jared she believes in. The version that shows up off screen, apologizes deeply, and promises he's working on himself. The version who bought a stuffed unicorn and recorded emotional messages that made Britani melt. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Britani is stuck between the Jared she loves and the Jared everyone else sees. And the two are not the same man. Meanwhile, the Salt Lake cast is watching this unfold like a slow-motion car crash. They care about Britani. They want her to be happy. But they also know her pattern because they've seen it play out again and again. The cycle goes like this. Britani is done. Jared reaches out, Britani listens. They talk, they reconnect, they try again. They fall apart. And Britani explains it all over again in confessionals. It's a loop. A script, a storyline that never truly ends. And now, after her SiriusXM interview, the audience is starting to see the cracks too. Because when Britani says we've been broken up, she doesn't sound relieved. She doesn't sound finished. She sounds hopeful. Like she's waiting for something. Like she knows the story isn't over. And the truth is, it probably isn't. Because Jared isn't done, Britani isn't done, and Bravo sure isn't done. Producers have been keeping a close eye on their interactions. Every text, every meetup, every shift in their relationship is more content, more storyline, more emotional roller coaster for the next season. And here's the kicker. Jared has reportedly told friends he still loves her. He's conflicted. He's confused. He's not ready to fully walk away. And neither is she. So while Britani is telling the world she finally put her foot down, both feet are still hovering over that relationship door, waiting for it to swing back open. And at this point, it's not about whether they'll get back together. It's about when. Because every split between them has been temporary. Every heartbreak has been followed by a reunion. Every dramatic moment has led to another chapter. And here's the twist that's brewing beneath the surface. Because while Britani and Jared keep dancing around each other emotionally, something else has started happening behind the scenes. Something that could shake their entire storyline. People close to the show are saying that Britani's emotional attachment to Jared isn't just personal anymore. It's becoming part of her identity on the franchise. The producers know it. The cast knows it. And now Britani is starting to realize it too. Because every time she sits down for an interview, every time she films a group scene, every time she's asked about her life, the conversation always circles back to him. It's like her entire presence on the show is woven into his name. And that pressure, it's finally starting to weigh on her. Off camera, friends have noticed Britani questioning things in a way she never has before. She started asking whether she's defending Jared because she truly believes in him, or because she's afraid of what her life looks like without him, without the drama, without the constant roller coaster, without the adrenaline that comes from a love story that never sits still. Because deep down, Britani knows something the audience has been whispering for months. Her relationship with Jared gives her purpose, but it also drains her. And when you live inside a cycle of breakup, makeup, apology, and drama, you eventually lose track of where the real feelings end and where the habits begin. But just as Britani is starting to question the foundation of everything, another storm is building. Some cast members, who haven't said this on camera yet, believe Jared is preparing to reappear. Not just through texts or late-night check-ins, but physically, in person, on screen, and possibly sooner than Britani expects. Because according to insiders, Jared has recently mentioned wanting to tell his side, wanting to clear the air, and wanting to show the truth about their relationship. And that kind of language, that's a man preparing to re-enter the storyline, which means Britani, who is still emotionally vulnerable, could find herself pulled right back into the gravitational force of Jared Osmond, this time with millions of viewers watching every move.